design classics.
Hello.
Okay, start.
So, we'll start from here itself.
Okay.
The collection in 1958, there was a MoMA exhibition that kind of traveled in India, and it was titled as Design Today in India, in Europe and America. And it basically came to India with an idea of showing the lifestyle of Europe and America at that time. And India being the fast industrially growing fast country, they thought that it is important to show it to them. So it started that way. It toured in India for a year and a half in the major cities. And then MoMA left the collection with India, the government of India, to form a nucleus of design resource. And in 1961, NID was already in its formative years, so as soon as we got the campus, the collection was shifted here. So we had around 350 products, which involve basically products from Wedgwood, UK, till like the late 1958 products. And then all these came together, and then NID started a system under Kira Bain's supervision, and a lot of senior faculty's help. They started buying a lot of pieces, furniture pieces and products. So this is a collection, and now we have a collection of around 500 plus. So what we've tried to do here is try to create a lifestyle of how they used to live at that point of time. So this is a Mies van der Rohe chair. It's called the MR20 cantilevered chair, one of the first cantilevered experiments in cantilevered chair. And then moving on to a study table cum dining table by Bruno Maxson. So we just try to merge it together and put up a show. This is a very famous vase by Paolo Venini, which again started experimenting with hand and glass, how handmade glass and crafts can be worked out. Moving on to the nesting tables, which is a very famous Bauhaus period design by Marcel Breuer. And this majorly brought about, this was made for the Vasily chair, which is a very famous piece, and one of the first chair that was made for a residential purpose in tubular metal. So it was a set for that, a set of 4, very famous design. And then these two are very famous again for the craft in glass, the way they were crafted. Moving to a bowl by Sven Palmquist, which is called the Fuga bowl. And the Fuga bowl basically marked a new age in glass manufacturing, because this is the first time he experimented with glass. Experimented with glass, and what he did was he rotated the glass while blowing on a centrifugal metal rod, and with that process this came out. So there were quite a series of bowls that were experimented, and this was also one of the first experimentations with colored glass. So then we moved to the hammock chair, which is by Paul Cajahome. Again, an experimentation with crafts, because Paul worked a lot with craft, and mainly Danish design and Finland. They worked a lot around craft. So this is a tea and coffee set by Wedgwood. It's a 1768 design, which was and then it's still under production, and that's something that was really interesting about this, because the design was really modernist for that period, and it started shaping up the lines and the forms. Coming to bent plywood and bent wood. So this one is by Alvar Aalto, where he kind of experimented for the first time to have the legs below the seat. So this was quite a hit, and it's a stackable stool. So it was very exciting to have that. And we have some toys, and the famous molded chair by one-piece molded chair. Yeah, the famous one-piece molded chair called the swivel chair, tulip chair by Eero Saarinen. So he believed in having a structure that would be one piece for furniture. So this was one of the first experimentations in that. This is very interesting here. This is called a Tripolina. Basically made for the British Army campaign people in 1865. And it is a landmark in folded furniture. So all the joints fold and it becomes a straight tripod kind of stuff. A lot of imitations and versions were made out of this. Then moving to the 1938 when this was made, the butterfly chair by three Argentinian designers. And the thing about this is welding. So how one rod of metal was taken and it was bent and then welded. So they're just basically two rods and then together. This one is really interesting because it's one piece work and it was completely turned on lathe, known for its craft. Yeah, the famous Eames LCM chair. And then we have the Wegner cowhorn chair. This one in particular is a copy done of the original by one of the students. It's a student prototype. Then the Wedgwood dinner service set, which included a lot of pieces. We have some, we don't have. The wire chair by Eames, very interesting to have this kind of metal framework because again more experimentations were happening in bent metal and bent plywood and molding metal. And this is another famous piece by Hans Wegner, which, yeah, to here. This one in particular is a design by Warren Plattner, and he was trying basically to bend metal rods and creating a mold effect with the. So there were a series of these table and chairs. Very interesting design. To something which is made by William Fabenfield in 1932 at Bauhaus, and this was very interesting as an experimentation in fingers. It's absolutely light in weight, no weight at all. And one thing that's very interesting is this. That is the soda tumbler glass. The designer is unknown, but that's where the whole thing of having this for Coke. So this is a form that is very recognizable by everyone. But it came out quite old. And yeah, the last one is the tandem sling chair by Charles Eames, made for the O'Hare International Airport. And this started, this was a part of their experimentation with aluminium in the later part of the post-World War II. And this was one of the last pieces that they did while experimenting with aluminium as a material for furniture. And this is an exceptional piece in craft. Looking at the way Tapio has worked with wood and joining the veins together. It's a bowl, platter. So yeah, more pieces are in the prototype room in quite a sad state, but yeah, we're working on them and trying to do something and put up a permanent display for all these pieces very soon, shifting them to the institute, and it should be open by the 50th celebration kickoff in November or December.
And you're Vivek Seth.
And I'm Vivek Seth, 8th semester exhibition design. And I've been working with all these for the past 7.5 months. And yeah, now I treat them as like really close to my heart. Thank you.
Thank you.